Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today I wanted to talk about the Ruan Mei controversy going around regarding skipping her, or that she won't be as good as she is hyped up to be, or to outright skip her for a character like Sparkle. So I wanted to go over why I personally don't agree with this, of completely skipping her for a few reasons I have been seeing float around. And I also wanted to quickly mention this video is meant for a healthy conversation between all of us, and I do want to know all of your thoughts as well as to how you guys feel about this topic. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first main reason I've seen to skip Ruan Mei is to actually skip her for a character named Sparkle. Sparkle was shown to be a character tease for version 2.0, which is actually going to be the next update after the upcoming update, which is 1.6. Why I'm worried for those who intend to completely skip Ruan Mei for Sparkle is that, in all honesty, we don't know fully what Sparkle will do. And of course, I've heard the comparisons and all of that in the comment section and other places, but the main issue is that these characters aren't fully set in stone until they're officially released, or we get more information on them, which would be from the 2.0 live stream. And this could suck in the case of there being a full expectation or anticipation of what something might be able to do, but it ends up not being exactly what you did anticipate. So while Ruan Mei is not here yet, she will be here in a few days, and all the necessary testing and reviews of her will be made to fully determine how valuable she is in application. Still though, if you do decide to wait for the live stream, that would be in the second half of 1.6, which Ruan Mei would honestly just be gone at that point, so you do need to make a decision sooner rather than later on pulling or skipping her. I fully understand saving for another character because of excitement of maybe what element they are, design, and all of that, but I don't think undervaluing another character, in this case Ruan Mei, is fine either, since it creates the stigma that Ruan Mei will be worse than Sparkle, or she'll be worse than Bronya, that she's niche, overhyped, whatever it might be. It's just overall a negative context to Ruan Mei's value as a character. And yes, I personally think Ruan Mei will be very good. I've gone over this in a few videos now, based on what we officially know, which is she's going to be offering speed. Damage increases from her skill, from her break effect stat, giving more break effect to the team, being able to increase weakness breaking efficiency, which is incredibly strong, by the way, for breaking enemies faster, and this could highly benefit teams. One example of this can be in relation to our damage over time teams. Damage over time teams will become even stronger because if you're able to break enemies faster, you'll be able to accumulate more forms of damage over time onto an enemy quicker, and also deal a load of damage because of the additional buffs Ruan Mei gives that will benefit that team in particular. Ruan Mei also has the ability to delay enemies with her kit when they are weakness broken, which is very good for increasing the survivability of the team, because if the enemy can't hit you, then you'll be able to land more hits on them and possibly defeat them before they defeat you. There's many cases where this is very, very useful. And she also increases the elemental resistance penetration for teammates. She is skill point positive, which is really good because if you decide to put her on a dual DPS team, which I've seen a few other creators talk about this in particular, some being EO and also Gotchasmack, they have been the main two I've seen that have been talking about the dual DPS idea as well. And she also has team-wide buffs that essentially have a 100% uptime. This is just a surface of what Ruan Mei offers teams without getting, of course, into that nitty-gritty of every buff in her kit. I do believe for those who are uncertain about Ruan Mei to go into her release with an open mind and to also watch showcases of what she can fully offer teams. I personally have no doubt in my mind that she'll be really, really good and also enable those dual DPS comps very well, some being, for example, Well, alongside another damage dealer with Ruan Mei. Tingyun and Topaz can benefit from the team-wide buffs. Since we're getting Dr. Ratio for free, you can even use Dr. Ratio with another DPS, or a sub-DPS even, with Ruan Mei because her buffs will be beneficial for your entire team. I will also be showcasing some teams once she is here to demonstrate how she performs, especially on those teams that do have multiple sources of damage or just multiple damage dealers. Another topic of discussion that I've been seeing is comparing supports with Ruan Mei, the main one being Ruan Mei versus Bronya. I don't believe that honestly one completely undermines the other. And in all honesty, you could just use both if you really want to. I know I'll be probably doing that. So I just want to see what would Bronya and Ruan Mei do together I'm pretty sure it'll just be pretty good overall. But Ruan Mei will be able to better benefit those dual DPS comps as I've been talking about because of the fact that she can consistently buff the entire team in comparison to a character like Bronya. And when it comes to hyper carry, since that is a popular playstyle, especially in Memory of Chaos, you can take advantage of the benefits they both give for your team, or even use one of them on each side of Memory of Chaos for your teams. Bronya focuses on damage buffs, increasing the attack and crit damage, and also advancing an ally forward in battle, while Ruan Mei doesn't give those attack or crit damage buffs from what we've seen. Instead, she gives all of the other things previously mentioned and has a stronger focus on the penetration, for example, the break effect, delaying enemies, and so on. Both of these characters offer highly beneficial buffs to characters, but they are also quite different in the buffs they give and the utility they do specialize in. As a result, Bronya won't be completely irrelevant from Ruan Mei's release, and Bronya also doesn't invalidate the power that Ruan Mei will be able to offer teams. Both existing for having really high value for teams and also being seen as top tier supports in Honkai Star Rail is honestly completely fine in my personal opinion. And then when it comes to players pulling, especially our free-to-play players who do have limited resources as to who they can invest into and pull, I believe the best option is to pull a character who can highly benefit multiple of your teams because of what they can provide, of course, and also pulling who you want the most. In the case of them highly benefiting multiple of your teams, the reason why this is good is so that you can have a universal character and you don't have to actually spend as many resources investing into a bunch of characters to fit certain niches on your team, but rather you have now the ability of a character. For example, I'm sure Ruan Mei will be pretty universal when it actually comes to team comps because of the buffs that she gives. So this will just be pretty good for being able to have a character that can just be beneficial overall, just across the board. And I have seen a few people being told not to get Ruan Mei for the feature characters, and many free-to-play players will be faced with that decision of who they have to pick or who they want. So the potential negativity surrounding characters may result in someone skipping a character because they got told that that character isn't good, when that same character might very well be an amazing character, especially on their account. The reason why this is a problem is because every account is different and every account does need different supports or different damage dealers, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, picking who you want is of course going to be your best decision since your fun is what matters. But if you're looking for something that will truly benefit your account, you do have to weigh the pros and cons of each character when it definitely comes to pulling for them. The last thing I wanted to say though is that we shouldn't be doom posting Ruan Mei and saying that people should skip her when she literally isn't even here yet, and also overlooking the potential of her kit as to how much she provides for teams. Plus, in all honesty, supportive characters in games, especially in Star Rail, will always be valuable in some shape or form. Our sustains have been incredibly helpful. Harmony and Nihility characters are also very useful, especially when it comes to, of course, the buffer and debuffer characters. Characters like Tingyun, Pela, Bronya, Silverwolf, and so on, who have been released from the start of the game or near the release of the game, are all still incredible for many, many teams. Ruan Mei will be absolutely no exception to this. So all in all, I believe that everyone should weigh their options of what characters they fully want. And if Ruan Mei doesn't pique your interest, then that's completely fine as well. That'll be all from me though, and I just want to share my thoughts on why I believe we shouldn't completely skip Ruan Mei based on some of the current negative connotations surrounding her as a character. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and also let me know what you guys think about Ruan Mei and just this topic in general, and I hope all of you have been enjoying the holidays or your winter break. Have a good one like always. Peace.